Today's tip, I'm going to be talking about how to use the search and the note tools together. But before I do that, I have another tip. I have just spent an hour, I'm not kidding, an hour, looking for this page. This is a subpage, and I made it. What I do is, as soon as I have an idea of a video, I'll make a cover page right where I'm at. Doesn't matter where I'm at. Don't pay attention to where I'm at. I put it on a sub-document sometimes, but this time, or sub-page. I apologize. I'll go ahead and say that now. I have been calling it sub-document in every video I've ever done. It's called a sub-page. Just figured that out. And I usually put it on a sub-page, and then I might close it up. And when I do, usually I make it pretty small. Well, watch, let me show you. Whenever I go up, see, it's kind of small. I actually had it smaller than this, but when I had the problem, I said, oh no, we're going to make it bigger. Because I've done this a couple times today. I created it, and then I went and did the clothes, and then I went out and got the trash, and then I've been spending all afternoon doing this kind of stuff, and every time I come back, I couldn't remember where it was. Well, now see, I'm talking about searching here on this video. It never even occurred to me to search. And if I had just done the little magnifying glass and searched on, I had to think of what words did I use on the page. So I searched on the word search. I remembered I had used it, search. So then I was able to go ahead and do a search, and it shows up eventually. You know what? I bet it's not going to show up this time. It is you've got to kind of get it right. The problem I'm having now is, let me cancel that. And not do it again, do search. See search, there's a space behind it, and I put quotes around it. So rather than have a space right behind search, I'm going to back it out and do it again. See, it couldn't find it because it's looking for, there you go. See how I've got the quotes on either side of it? So it couldn't find it. So just know that. That's how I found this page, and it's like, okay, now I can continue on to the video. And that's what we will do. My point, what I want to talk about is to use the search and the note tools together. When you're reading along in a document, a big book, this one's 1,800 pages, and you come across a term, it doesn't matter what kind of book it is. You come across a term that either you don't know or it's being defined right there on the page. Like this one, the Festival of Shelters. I knew that I was going to need that again. I knew that I would see it again later, and I would not remember what I read here. So what I did was I took the A-Bing and selected it, and I put it on the pasteboard. I did a copy. And then I went to search, and I searched for shelters. So it would find all the places it was, and hopefully there won't be a space problem. But see how it's finding all of these different locations? And once it stops, you can go to the first one, tap on it, and it will take you to the first page. And see, I can look at that and say, no, that's not the one. That's not the one I need. This was for flocks. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about here. So I know that there's too much stuff, and I know I'm not going to need it. But if you look down at the bottom, see, you can see the word shelters, and over to the far right, it's got 1 of 32. And then there's 2 little arrows. If you click on the next one, see, now we're getting to it. Now we're looking at the shelters that I wanted to identify. Now, I don't need to put the definition on this one because it's right there. So I go to the next one. I just hit the little right arrow. And it's on the same page, so I don't need that. And see, now I've already done it. And if I click, what I did was I went to, I'm going to pretend that it's the next paragraph and do link and go to function, not linked, go to pop-up notes and go ahead and create it. Now see, it doesn't have any indication that there's anything there. So what it did was put a shape. See it right there? And I always try to put something around it. But again, it's a shape. So all I have to do is either fill a shape, go to the actual shape tool, and tell it what you want to do with it. You want to make it, you want a border around it. See, and now I've got a border, so at least I know there's something there. It's not, you probably want to pay attention to what you do so that you know what the blue arrow is for. I mean, the blue box is for. But now if I click on that box, it opens up the notes, and I can paste the text that I got from the other place. And now, no matter where I'm at, I'm going to do save. And if I go to the next one, see, now those, again, are not useful. That's further down on the same page. And the next one will be too, because there's 3 on that page. Okay, so this was 1. Now, I can click on it because I've already done it. And you can see the last time I did it, I did a green box around it so that you could see it real good. But let's see if I've got the right tool. So I click on it and see there's my definition already there, save. Now if I do it again, so as I'm reading along, I've got the definition exactly the way I want it right there on the spot. And it only takes a second to do that once you got, you get your rhythm going, and you can go ahead and do it quick. So anyway, just keep doing that until you get to the end. A good idea when you're reading an 1800 page book. It's a math book, and they've got a formula, and you're going to need it somewhere later. You could put it in the notes somewhere later, okay? Anyway, that's all. Y'all have a great day here. Bye.